Oh, I forgot. I can actually talk. Can you hear me okay? Okay, I'm gonna wait. um, as I said, this is my first ever live stream, so I'm going to do markers, and I'm hoping I don't mess this up. I have the Yahoo no Ohuhu markers, and I did actually end up doing an actual color chart. See, Emily, aren't you proud of me? I did I actually did a color chart. Isn't that great? So I'm going to start off with this beautiful image by Sandra WInther art. I picked this image because of Amy's um, hashtag this month of Amazon women are, wanting to be strong women. So I thought this was like the perfect. This is like a Trojan guard. So let's get to it. And I may or may not be able to uh, get along with the chat. The chat is showing up on my computer, and I popped it out so I can actually see it, and it's not all the way over to my, like you can see my hands whenever I'm off stream. Right hand. I'm gonna raise up my camera a little. Hopefully, yeah. Let's go for a ride. Okay. Hopefully, get myself more in frame there. So I think I'm going to start with the skin, and I did buy the Ahuhu skin tone set, which has some very lovely colors in it, and I want her to kind of be kind of a pale, but not too pale. So I'm going to start with honey for um, my shadows, and I can always add more. Now, if I can find my honey. This is called. Can you tell I'm nervous? I'm like shaking in my boots, nervous. Um. Oh, come on. Maybe instead of looking at the there it is. Instead of looking at the trying to look at the names, looking at the numbers. And this is R26 in the Ahuhu, and I believe me, I'm going to mess up that name several times. And we're just gonna start going in on the shadow portion. And I am not an expert on markers in any way, shape, or form. Everything I know about using brush markers is I've learned from um, Color Faithful Girl Belinda. I'm just I, I'm just I'm just a beginner, but I figured at least would have a opportunity to get a good portion of this image done. I've discovered that I am kind of a slow, and forgive me, I have a tendency to turn my page to make it comfortable for um, my wrist. Um, so if I get, I'm trying not to make you nervous, but bring it out into her cheeks, give her some definite cheekbones. Um, But yeah, everything I've learned know about using markers comes from Belinda, because if you've not watched Belinda do markers, she is magic with markers. Amazing with markers. Um, so, and I should say hello to people, shouldn't I? Oh my goodness. I'm just freaked out. Who do we have here in chat? I have my good friend Renee, Brandy. Oh, Emily, hi. Yvonne, Sonia. Is it Sonia? Brandy. Uh, Valerie, Bobby. Wow, I have peoples. Um, I do not. Joe, hi, honey. I have a flirt affair going on with Joe. Um, he may not realize it, but I have a flirt affair going on with him. So he's become one of my favorite people to see in the stream. So um, if I miss someone, I apologize. As I said, I'm very new to this. This is my first ever live, so I promise I will get better. And Emily, I do plan on downloading Nightbot eventually. I just, but I figured I need practice before I do live streams for Emily's Harry Potter thon in October. I need to get some experience, and so I'm not like a total messoid um, while I'm uh, doing those. But as I said, I can go darker, and I'm hoping I'm not real confident in my skill here. Can you tell? Um, yeah, my phone's going to go off because, and I apologize, but I ordered food this morning, and they decided to start shopping uh, right before I went live. So if I take a moment and pause, it's because I want to make sure that they're not killing my order. Okay, I have switched to Barely Beige R19, and I don't know how the Ahu uh, um, markers translate to the Copics or Copics. Copics. I'm inventing new words because I don't have the Copic markers. Um, I will eventually get them. I It's inevitable that I will, but if I until I get comfortable using markers, I didn't want to invest that kind of money in markers if I was going to just have them sitting in a tray. Is No, I don't see Steve. Uh, oh, hi, Steve. I'm blessed. I'm visited by Steve. This is a tremendous occasion here. I not only have Joe but Steve too. Oh, make my heart flutter, guys. So as I said, I hope I'm not going to kill this. I did okay on my first attempt at markers, so I have confidence in myself. that I'm not going to totally mess it up, but one never knows. And if you're expecting a Belinda level marker usage, you're not going to get it. I'm not quite that good. As I said, eventually I'll probably invest in the Copics, but because I actually, for something, a medium that I had not ever planned on using, and I'm getting kind of streaky here. And if you're wondering, I do not have a piece of paper underneath this, and I'm not getting that much bleed through, but I have a piece of marble that I color on, and it's easily cleaned off. Actually, it's marble. It's a ceramic tile, not actual marble. Um, yeah, so it's easier to clean off than wasting a piece of paper for me. Um, it's great if you're using pastels too. Um, you can easily wipe it off, and it kind of sticks to the ceramic tile, and then you can take a Clorox wipe or a baby wipe and wipe off the tile, and you're all cleaned up. Although I agree with Emily or Belinda, glitter goes everywhere. I have not yet been able to keep glitter on my ceramic tile. So, Yvonne, I was going to get a glass tile, but the glass was so much more expensive. I got this little, and it's marble-like tile, and it cost me a whopping 25 cents. It was on clearance. Apparently a box had broken open, and they were selling the individual tiles out of that box for like 25 cents a piece. And it's like, hey, for 25 cents, I got two of them. I found ones that were not chipped. There is a chip on the back. So it's technically a damaged tile, but the front is okay. There's a couple little chips, but they're not perfect, so they couldn't sell them regularly. So they were selling them at a discount, and I thought, why not? And then what I did is I painted the around the edge with, Emily will appreciate this, black fingernail polish, because it needed to be enamel that would soak in, and then put felt so I can slide it around easily. But I didn't care what the tile looked like but for 25 cents, I have a really nice coloring medium. And so far, I've yet to drop it and bust it. So, okay, I think she's coming pretty good there. I am going to go back to my honey, which is the R26, and yeah, I'm going to be opening the chisel tip quite frequently. I have a feeling, but I'm going to put a little bit more definition in her cheekbones. And now it looks really dark. And then use my colorless blender. Kind of blend that out. So there's not a definition there. What do you think? Does she look like she's a strong warrior woman? or the start of a strong warrior woman. Hey, Jamie, Ashley, hello. I didn't see you come in, honey. Um, Ashley is my biggest supporter. I have to admit, Ashley is my biggest supporter, and love her, love her to death. So now I gotta decide, and I'm thinking maybe unconventional hair, because I know she's a warrior, supposed to be a warrior, but her hair is kind of like, um, they used to have, and I know Joe will come up with this. Uh, um, they used to have like these fuzzy things on the helmets, and I view her hair as like the fuzzy. She's using her hair for um, the fuzzy. Oh, Joe, what do you call it? You're the history buff, where they did the fuzzy mantle thing. So I think I'm going to try to do a little purple, because it's my coloring. I can do it anything I want. So I think I'm going to do the violet, which is V230. If I can find it. There it is. And then maybe the light violet, which is V250. And then Labella, which is V270. For my hair. And maybe the aubergine, which is P. Oh my God. Oh, aubergine. You guys, I know how to say this word. It's just one of those moments. Aubergine. Aubergine. Yes, Evelyn cannot talk. Which is P5. As my super dark. So I'm actually going to start with the Lobella. Thank you, Joe. Plumes. I'm viewing this as her plume. See, I knew Joe would have the answer. Uh, you know, uh, it's like I knew that I could count on Joe. This is why I'm having a minor love affair with him. Via chat, because he is so intelligent and so smart. And I'm just gonna go where Sandra's got the darker parts here, and look up. Not doing a very good job at flicking today. I think my flicker is broken. Um, and I know it's because I'm nervous. And it's not like you're strangers. I see you guys all the time. And I know you're not going to be mean and call me an idiot. Uh, although there's sometimes I can't say words, because, as Emily will attest, words are hard. Don't tell Belinda that I'm murdering my flicking today, okay? Please don't tell Belinda I've murdered my flicking. I'm not doing justice to her flicking technique. So I said, I'm still learning the markers. Um, and I don't know why I'm apologizing, because you guys understand. Whenever you're trying a new medium, double checking to make sure I'm still in frame, since I'm seem to be moving around my picture a lot. That's Emily. One of the reasons I want to get Nightbot is so I can have commands, and I'm going to copy your words are hard. Uh, Command, because oh man, there are days whenever and I know it's because I'm nervous. I have issues, guys. I can't, there's days whenever I can't. Thank you, Joe. That I can't type a worth of darn. I can't talk. Um, and I'll be honest, I have been fighting an inner ear infection this week, which is one of the reasons why I slept until 10 o'clock today, which usually on weekends I'm up earlier than what my alarm normally goes off. So, because I have animals that don't believe in mommy sleeping in on the weekends. And with luck, I'll get. I put Riggs out before stream because he would be in here with his nose up in my markers. The last time I used markers, I looked at him and he had a brown streak on his little nose, and it's like, how the heck did you do that? Well, apparently he touched my marker whenever I had it laying on my desk. So I'm going to change over to my second Tilitis. Hey, Terlyn, how you doing? I'm going to go with the no, that's I think I have my numbers wrong. It's Violet. I have my numbers wrong. I'm going to switch to Palis light. Palis. Oh my goodness. Violet. Yes, I can't see. No. Seeing is overrated. And start going over the darker colors. And filling in where that shading is. And I'm hoping I'm not making a hot mess out of this hair. And I'm flicking with Yvonne. Yuck. I love thunder and lightning whenever I'm not on the computer, and I can just sit back with the door, the window, the curtains open, and watch it happen. But if I have to be out in it, not so much so. But I love me a good storm. And Emily, what are you cooking today? Because I know you're a good cook, and I have to tell you, whenever I did my order today, from the grocery store, Emily. I got some almond milk so I could use it in my coffee and try it in my coffee. Um, you said you preferred it over creamer, so I'm gonna try it. I didn't get the almond creamer because all the almond creamers that they have sugar in it, and I don't want sugar. I hate sugar in my coffee. So Emily has influenced me. Emily has not only enabled me as far as coloring and coloring supplies, but now she's influencing my choice of foods. She's starting to come together. But the reason I chose to do markers on my first live stream is as I go outside the lines, is I figured at least I'd have a fighting chance to get this page done. Um, with markers, and I have no idea what I'm going to do as far as background. Just not really planned. I color by the seat of my pants. Whatever the picture talks to me and tells me where I should go. She's starting to come together. But you're not cooking anything. Well, I'm going to be really bad because for supper after Tammy's stream, I'm going to do something I have not done in ages, which is really bad. Um, um, I'm going to fry up or cook up some French fries and then put them under the broiler and melt cheese over them and make a um, spicy ranch dip and have French fries with cheese and bacon on them. Not healthy, I know, but there's a little restaurant called Lotta Water Creek here. It's a local place, and one of their appetizers is this these awesome cheese fries that has bacon, and then they do a spicy ranch dip, and it's awesome. But and it's supposed to be an appetizer, but honest to God, I can get 3 meals out of this appetizer and not eat anything else, just these fries and that for 3 meals. This is supposed to be an appetizer. Yeah. But they're awesome. And I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, I've not gone to Lotta Water Creek, and I looked at their menu to order and have a pickup, go and pick it up. My beloved cheese fries that I love so much from them are like $14 now. Well, I can get a package of French fries, uh, the crispy French fries, and for like $4, and a package of cheese for like two, and make and satisfy myself. And I have the spicy ranch, but it's like, holy crud, $14 for an appetizer. Whew. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is take. Did I miss? Oh, Joyce, you're talking my language. Emo's Pizza. If no one is familiar with St. Louis culture, there's a local, famous local pizza place called Emo's, and they sell cracker thin crust, and they use provolone cheese on their pizza, and it is so freaking good. But since I spent an outrageous amount of money on groceries, I'm going to actually cook stuff. And I'm lining along this helmet line with this real dark purple, kind of giving it a shadow, and then I'm going to do small flicks out from that line. And the reason I lined it is because I'm horrible at. If you notice, I'm horrible at my flicking. Forgive me. Okay. Well, my order has been checked out, so hopefully they will come after I get off doing live. But I don't have the control that Belinda has. Eventually I will. But I'm flicking that dark in as my shadow from the helmet. I know how I want it to look. Provo. I'm sorry. Joyce is right. My boss lives like 3 blocks from the original Emos. And it's like, yes. So and there's something about the original Emos that is different than just the ones that have sprung up since. It just is awesome. Anyway. So have I totally destroyed her hair now? Going to go back with my darker purple. And yes, I realize I've left and kind of blend out where I did that dark. And I'm just going all kinds of crazy on my hair directions now. Emily, no, it is a very mild, really creamy, almost. It's very similar to mozzarella, but with a slightly different flavor. But it's that creamy, melty mozzarella type cheese, and very melty. It's awesome. It's one of those things I wish I could take and share with everybody. There's people that love it, and there's people who absolutely hate it. Okay. She's not looking too bad. Okay, I did this color. Okay, I'm going to take my light violet. She's not that light. Not sure. Not liking that. Maybe I'll try the Antique Fuchsia. Well, isn't that a name? Yeah, that's more the color I want. And I'm flicking back over and trying to bring up and soften some of those lines. I wanted some of that white spots. I think I got my flicker back. I'm actually doing pretty good at the flicking. Hi, Mary. Tammy, hi, honey. I went live without you, sweetheart. See, you never know what I'm going to do. I'm unpredictable. But I figure if I totally screw this up, you'll understand, because who among us has noticed that, have not screwed up a picture and that. So, I like showing my screw ups because it shows that I'm human and that not everything that comes out 100% perfect. I never claimed to be the perfect colorist. Um, and for some reason, my little circle light has decided to start flickering. I don't know what's going on. I feel special. I not only have Tammy and Ashley and Renee, I have Mary, which is, I have made it big time. Mary's in my stream. And I'm not doing any green. Don't disown me, Mary. My thing is, I have to remember to look at chat. Yeah, Tammy Misty, I started to say hi to everybody by typing. It's like, oh, wait a second, I can actually talk, and you guys hear me. Which is scary. And the meowing you heard was Galahad. He doesn't understand why mommy's talking and there's nobody around. Because usually mommy doesn't talk whenever she's back in her coloring den. And I'm going to go along and just add a few wisps, because let's face it, hair is never perfect unless you're from the 1940s and use lots of hairspray. And I don't imagine that a warrior woman would uh, use hairspray. Hey, Tammy, if you could put your this month's hashtag in the chat. I know it's Amazon women, but I swear there's more to it than just Amazon women. I've got it written down, but it's in a place that is easy to see if I'm posting something, but not if I'm facing away. So what do you think, guys? I'm pretty pleased with how the hair turned out. Cool. Amazon Warriors in August. I knew it was Amazon something. It's about strong women. Um, let's do her eyes green. And I'm gonna do like no, women green is too. I'm gonna start with a bud green. Double check, make sure that that's the color I want. Yeah, that's the color I want. Thought so. I figure I better make her look alive instead of a ghost. Use a little bud green and then my grass green. Ocean green is not the color I want. 2. I guess I should have poured. Yeah. I need to learn to not look at the names and look at the numbers. I'm so used to looking at the names. Yay, Ashley! Ashley got a lot of really cool stuff to play with this week, so I'm waiting to see what kind of magic she produces. And I think whenever I gathered up my purples, if I did, I gathered up my blender too. I wish I had grabbed my my fine liners, so I could put a little bit more detail in the eyes. But they are buried at the moment. Now I'm making her eyes too dark. So. Not my best effort on the eyes. I'm sorry, guys. Get dreams away. But I will. I got these, and I have no idea what brand these are. Everything is written in Japanese, so but they're great little. They're pigment liners, water based and but water resistant, which work really well. And this is an 08, so I can do the black in her eyes. And yes, I covered up the little white spot. Don't worry. I just made her really look deadly. And then that was an 08. And now I'm going to go with the 0.01. And give her some eyelashes. I can go a little crazy on the eyelashes. I apologize. And I'm not putting as many eyelashes on as Sandra did. I don't think. Well, kind of went crazy. I'm sorry. I just wish I had nice eyelashes. Bye, Valerie. Thank you for joining. Now she has eyelashes. And of course, there it is. I'm going to take my white paint pen, and this is the Mia Osum acrylic painter, which Ashley Colors turned me on to, and now I'm obsessed. They're thinner than the Posca pens, it feels like. As far as size is concerned. And there you go. And now she looks almost human again. So, okay. And I don't think She should have bright red lips. And yes, I know I have to do eyebrows. I'm going to go with dark suntan. Because I don't want to give her purple eyebrows. I For some reason I don't think that would be appropriate, although would give an interesting look. Yes, I have to. I have to turn. I can remember when I first started out doing coloring, I would just take my pencil and draw a line for people's eyebrows. And it's like, well, that doesn't look natural. Looking back at some of the things I did whenever I first started out, I have since learned better. Oh, now she's looking fierce. Furious. Oh, another word. I found my first gray hair in my eyebrows the other day. I had not um, found any gray in my eyebrows, which I thought, oh, okay, I'm lucky. But yeah, I found my first gray hair in my eyebrows. So now I know I'm old. Because I figure once your eyebrows start going gray, you're dead. It's just give up living. Um, I'm looking for a color, guys. I'm sorry. I really did at one time have these organized. Oh, there, that color. And that color. Renee, I have that trouble all the time. Uh, People think I'm probably illiterate because I my typing autocorrect and typing skills and streams are horrible, but really I'm not. I This is, I'm sorry, I'm really bad. Light prawn, which is R120. Again, I'm kind of using Sandra's uh, um, shading here to kind of direct where I'm putting my darker color. And I just realized she's got really big lips, man. Uh, and then I'm going to follow that up with it's not the color I want. R21, which is fruit punch, which I love the name of. I'm weird. Because as a warrior, I don't think she would have bright red lips. Maybe it's just me. Well, she kind of looks pouty, doesn't she? I'm not. I love the color of fruit punch, but I'm not liking it on her lips. Kind of has given her kind of orangey lips. Let's see if I can fix this. By going back in with the R120. And adding a little bit more color. Better. That's better. Oh, okay. Okay, my delivery order is supposed to be here at 3:10, so I may have to take a break at that time. I would leave it sitting on my porch, but I have frozen food in there. So, guys, what do you think so far? I like the hair, man. Now the helmet. I think I'm going to go with gray, kind of like a metalish look. So yeah, I agree, Joyce. It's a little too hot outside to leave frozen stuff on my porch. But what I'll do is grab it off the porch, throw it in, and put the cold stuff in the refrigerator, and then come back. If that's cool with you, or I can just end the stream whenever it arrives. It is. If you guys want to stick around while I frantically bring groceries in, I would appreciate the support. But okay. I got Cool Gray 2 and Cool Gray 5. And where's my... Oh, that's darker than one. And Cool Gray 0. Yay, Jamie, thank you. And I'm actually thinking I may change my plan here. So I'm going to start with Cool Gray number 5, which is CG5. I don't know if you can point it out. CG5. Ooh, let's be out of focus. And kind of doing the darker spots in her helmet, in the fine lines of her helmet. That's one of the things I love about coloring is you can always change your plan if the image tells you nope, that's not the way you should go. So I'm kind of concentrating. Terry Lynn, I have a set of bullet tip, and I rarely use them because I can't I can't get them to do what I want them to do. So I on when Prime Day came around, they had the brush tip Ahuhu markers on sale, and I thought I'll go for it. And I got the big set, the 216, because I definitely had the full set syndrome going on, and I'm actually now using markers when before I never did. Um, of course, I have to admit, Belinda has inspired me uh, to get out of my pencil comfort zone and actually use other mediums. And so has Emily. Emily's stream that she did um, for the Julia in July was awesome. Oh my goodness gracious, the woman went crazy. Um, I think she used almost every medium that was available, which was is extremely fun to watch. Um, but whenever Emily decides to do multi mixed media, she goes all out, man. uh, there ain't no fooling around whenever Emily decides to do mixed media, man. She just goes for it, goes for broke. I'm sorry. I'm switching. I'm changing. I envy people who can color without moving the page. I really do because I move my page all over the place. I'm trying not to go too fast whenever I'm moving it because I don't want anybody to get seasick. We actually call it seasick or colored sick. Well, Emily, I gotta tell you, you were not shy about using everything you had available. Okay, that's my darkest gray. Now let's go in with um, CG2, which is cool grain, 2%, and not the chisel tip. I keep hearing a cat meow in the background. I'm sure you guys can't hear him, but I have a feeling that I locked or I let Riggs out before stream out in the backyard. I think I locked one of my cats out in the garage. Um, because I keep hearing this pitiful meow in the distance, and I have a feeling that Little Sneakers is locked out in the garage. Not that anything would hurt him out in the garage, It's an enclosed space. Um, but I don't think he's happy about being locked out in the garage. But he'll be fine. Yeah. Yep. My Snooks order is here. And I know that most of you, Joyce knows what Snooks is because it's a local grocery store. But I'm going to finish doing this and then I'll go get my, because I'm on a roll. Do you understand what I'm kind of doing a, not silver, but kind of a gray area on the helmet of the lines to make her. One second. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to let you go because the guy is knocking insistently at my door. Uh, I will be back shortly. I apologize for this. Leave comments if you think I should do something different. I'm thinking about doing kind of a goldish tone in between, make her look really neat. So I will be back shortly. I will do this as quickly as possible. Okay, I'm back. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Uh, that took longer than anticipated because I had a minor milk emergency. My jug of milk was leaking, so I had to throw it into a different uh, jug. The cold stuff is safely in the refrigerator, and the frozen stuff is in the freezer. So, yay. Okay, let's get back to cuddling. Thank you, Emily. We're not doing bad on time. Uh, I had scheduled that delivery for 5 o'clock. I'm not mad that it showed up virtually 2 hours early, but and she hollered, the delivery lady hollered that she wanted to make sure I got it since there was a lot of cold and frozen stuff. That's why she was knocking like 3 times on my door. Which is nice. I cannot fault them. And I did take a moment and let the cat in from the garage. So he is no longer, Sneakers is no longer trapped in the garage. So he may or may not come in and pay us a visit to show mommy that he's mad at me. Okay. So that's the medium gray. And now I'm going to go. I feel like I'm missing out on chat, and I apologize. Okay, what requires vodka? Okay, Bloody Marys require vodka. Okay. Hey, Louise! That's no problem. This was an unplanned last minute live stream, so don't feel bad for being late. And now I'm going with CG200, which is the cool gray 0, which is my lightest gray that I have, and just filling in. And I know I still have her armor down here to do. I don't think I'm going to get to that on stream. I will finish that off stream. But it will be the same concept of what I'm doing on her helmet. So I think you'll forgive me if I don't do it on stream. Please tell me you'll forgive me. I'll finish her up while Tammy's streaming because I don't want to infringe on Tammy's time. She's working on this awesome picture. Warrior woman. And I'm just amazed by her, what she's doing with this. So if you have alcohol markers, give them a try. I am not finding them as intimidating as I originally thought they would be. And I think that's because before I used them for the first time, I will not lie, I spent like 2 days watching every Belinda stream I could find where she used markers and intently watching what she was doing. So I am trying to channel my interior Belinda here on the marker thing. but I want to give credit where credit is due. So uh, everything I know about using markers, I've learned. Okay, you guys are talking alcohol. I need to set up where I have my laptop in front of me or something where I can see chat without having to turn my head. But as I said, uh, by the time the I go live for Emily's Harry Potter Day or weekend, I should be pretty good at this. That is the whole goal, is to get comfortable with streaming, so I'm not a nervous mess and screw up Emily's Harry Potter weekend. And it, Ashley has asked me to be part of her birthday weekend. I don't want to screw that up either. So okay. Okay. Now let's find some browns to do the interior. And I'm thinking maybe that's too dark. The Shamos, which is E240. And I want to kind of stay in the yellowish range. Maybe the brick beige, which is E210. You can find it. And then I'm going to go. Where's my first page? Then I'm going to go over and get a more yellow, like maybe the yellow Delia. Oh, I'm horrible at names. $260. To give it that yellowish gold or bronzy. Thank you, Emily. Okay, I will just use numbers. So I am going to start with E240. And go into some of these darker areas with this. I know, Joyce, it's painful to see me, or Jamie, it's painful to hear me murder names. And if I wasn't doing live, I could spout these off. No problem. I get tongue-tied. But so far, I think I'm doing okay. Just have to be careful of my time. Thank you, Jamie. I figure live streaming is going to get easier as I go. And I think, I'd rather sit and watch a live stream than a pre-recorded video. And I mean, I do watch pre-recorded videos. I enjoy them, especially useful while I'm working. But I love live streams because you get to interact with people. And I kind of have a tendency to babble. So if I'm babbling too much, just let me know. Thank you, Renee. I'm remembering to look over at the chat more. They said I need to change my setup, but that will come over time. Where chat's in front of me instead of off to the side. Oh, I think this is going to look cool. I know I shouldn't. Till I get it done, I'm not going to brag, but I think it's going to look cool with the brownish gold inlays in this helmet. I may have to go back and touch up her skin a little. I think I may have gotten her a little too light for the darkness of everything else, but I may do that with a little touch of pan pastels. Smooth her out a little bit, touch up, put a little rose in her cheeks. Okay, so that was my darkest, and now I'm going to go with E210, which is brick beige. See, I can say that one. And going over to the area I just colored and adding a little bit extra. Bringing that color out. So Tammy, if you're still here with me, am I doing justice to your hashtag? See, if I do markers, I'll be able to get all 4 of my images done. Oh, Tammy's in the shower. Good. So we will have a non-stinky Tammy for her stream. Cool. Hear noise, and I looked over, and I know you guys can't hear it because it's in the living room, and I have a cat in a grocery bag by my front door investigating the non-cool stuff that I got in. I know what he's doing. He's looking for cat treats. Little does he know, but the cat treats are coming via Amazon next week. But I normally get cat treats whenever I get groceries. So, but I went crazy on Amazon last night and ordered a whole bunch of doggy kitty treats on Amazon from Amazon. Because normally I get them from Chewy, but Amazon was having some really good deals. So I got Riggs a 7-pound box of milk bones. That should keep him in milk bones for a while, at least a couple weeks. Good idea, Brandy. Um, I'm known for yelling at people for not using brushes, but I don't have to worry about it if I'm using markers. Um, yeah, I admit that it is one of my pet peeves of because I destroyed a coloring page early on by swiping with my hand. So it has become a coloring pet peeve of mine. But every once in a while, I'll catch myself doing it too, so I can't yell too bad. I'm actually very pleased on how this is coming out. Now I'm going to try the Y260, which is my yellowish hue. Hey, Sarah, I didn't see you come in. Or have you been here all along and I didn't catch it? I don't know how to adjust the color on my uh, camera that I'm using. Um, this looks much brighter, and I'm actually using a webcam. So, um, because I discovered even with under 1,000 um, subscribers, you can go live with a webcam, but not your phone. So I am using, or it's a ridiculous number, not where I'm not even close. So and I'm going over everything that I've already colored with this. And I didn't say this at the beginning of the stream, and I apologize. This is the Nina paper. I have been using the Nina paper almost exclusively now, because it holds up to markers really well, and holds up to multiple layers on the pencils. I do have watercolor paper if I decide to do anything with water, which I'm going to have to. And now Renee has given me an idea to, after Tammy's stream, watch Karen, and I may have to invest in a reptile heating pad after I see how it works and how Renee works with it. So I can actually use my King Art gel pen or gel sticks and have them more fluidy without water. Because I admit, water mediums and myself are not friends. I was proud of myself that I actually got a decent picture whenever I used the ink tins. Because the water mediums are I think part of my problem is I'm a little heavy-handed with the water portion of the water medium. I'm not giving up. I will continue to try. So I did not know that, Louise. I did not know. Yes, Joyce, this is Solar White. I have not. I've got some Strathmore tone tan paper, and I absolutely hate it. And I was told that the desert sand in the Nina is a much better tan paper. And whenever I went to look at it, I didn't want to get 500 sheets. I want a small package. They have smaller, but they were sold out. So I am going to try the Desert Storm in the Nina paper as a tanned paper. But I'm probably one of the only people, or one of the few people that will ever say anything negative about Strathmore. I just, anytime I've used Strathmore paper, I've not liked it. I've not gotten good results. It does not work well for me. So I will not purchase any more Strathmore products. And I know it's probably just me, because I hear people go crazy and say how wonderful a paper that is. I have not found that to be the case. So what do you think, guys? I will do the body armor, or the body portion of the armor off stream. But what do you think of so far of my color combinations and that? I'm going to call it quits. I don't know what I'm going to do for the background. I'll be honest. I'm just not sure where I'm going to go with the background and what type of background I'm going to do. More than likely, it will be pan pastels, since or a pastel medium, but I'm not sure what type. So I am going to actually call it quits a little bit early. It's about 20 minutes to Tammy, and I want to give everybody chance to grab a snack, go to the restroom, grab a drink um, before Tammy starts streaming. Um, Thank you guys. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for the word plume. I knew it was called something, but I didn't know exactly what it was called. Um, Joe to the rescue. Uh, so okay, thank you, Louise. I will definitely try it. Hi, True. As I said, I will finish the body, this portion, and decide on if I'm actually going to do a background and what I'm going to do off stream. But I want to thank you guys for joining me for my very first stream. Uh, and if you do a nice warrior woman or a strong woman, make sure you tag uh, Tammy's hashtag Amazon Warriors in August. Uh, and let's see if we can get a whole lot of people uh, doing wonderful colorings of strong warrior women. Um, I think I think she kind of fits the bill. Uh, I didn't want her to be too ugly, but she's a nice, strong woman. And a strong woman is anything that teacher, nurse, doctor, any woman that is strong and not just a not just eye candy. There, how's that for nice saying? Uh, as I said, thank you guys for joining me, and I will definitely stream again. This was fun. I will get better at streaming. I will actually uh, get more comfortable as I go and get my setup a little better. So I'm going to call it quits and say bye, guys. Thank you again. You have a great, great day, guys. Thanks.